Despite the discovery of liquid water on Mars in the early 21st century, the colonization of Mars had little appeal beyond exploration for the next century. With the discovery of the argent fracture, a transdimensional stream of unrefined argent plasma, in 2095, settling and mining Mars became both practical and essential to meet the vast energy demands of Earth. However, the need for atmospheric conversion and terraforming of the red planet was a task that seemed insurmountable to all but one corporation, the UAC. Through their diligent dedication to technological advancement and forward thinking, an outpost was established in MTC 2096 to extract argent plasma from the fracture. When this plasma is subjected to the UAC's fermionic transference pattern, argent energy is produced. This remarkable venture eventually bore fruit, as argent energy became the primary power source for all of Earth. New visitors to the UAC facility may take for granted the rich atmosphere while on the surface, but it should be remembered that just a few short decades ago Mars was an inhospitable desert that could support no life. Unauthorized exploration into the exclusion zones outside the base is not allowed under any circumstances. Highly volatile experiments and artifacts are frequently researched a safe distance away from the base, and your safety in these areas cannot be guaranteed. The Resource Operations Center, referred to as ResOps, was one of the first facilities constructed at the Mars base after the discovery of the argent fracture. It encompasses several key areas needed to run the facility, including plasma extraction and processing, isotope stabilization, heavy metal and ore mining, artifact analysis, communications networking and off-world transportation. New UAC employees posted to the Mars facility are expected to fulfill a tour of duty in ResOps before moving on to their specialized career bracket. Security clearance level 1 allows access to all areas of ResOps, excluding the Vega networking hubs and some satellite control centers. For access to these locations, new advocates must submit a Delta Q Delta form to the departmental enforcer. The Foundry, an extension wing of Resource Operations, the first Mars outpost, processes all of the heavy elements mined from the outlying Martian landscape and from around the original location of the argent fracture. Refining argent plasma requires a large amount of transitional metals and noble gases, so a central location that can be systematically cleansed and decontaminated is required to keep argent energy production at maximum efficiency. As such, this area is considered a high-risk area, and all UAC employees are subject to regular med checks to ensure their production capabilities are not degraded by the environment. Industrial accident-related deaths in the Foundry dropped dramatically in MTC 2146 thanks to the implementation of new UAC safety protocols where employees exposed to dangerous materials are immediately sent to the Lazarus labs for cleansing, re-education, and where possible, reintegration. As a result of this protocol, officially reported deaths have dropped to negligible amounts. The surface of Mars is an inhospitable environment, despite the breathable atmosphere created by the N2/02 pumping stations. Sandstorms regularly make working outside impractical and constant maintenance is necessary to keep the facility fully operational. During adverse weather conditions, exterior work is limited to essential activities such as argent tower feed control, interdepartmental transport, cargo handling, emergency access, and Level 2 hazard events, such as argent meltdowns or bio-epidemics. Untethered cross-dimensional activity is a frequent occurrence outside of the base, so buddying up is advised for all workers when journeying onto the surface. Completed in 2127 based off a prototype developed by Samuel Hayden's research team, the Argent Tower, also known as the Argent Inductor, is the UAC's crowning achievement. This unparalleled piece of technology is born of the synergy achieved when radical, forward-thinking UAC science is charged with the raw power of argent plasma. Unprecedented in scale, the tower's primary purpose is to harness argent plasma from the fracture, convert it to usable argent energy, and beam argent packages to Earth's GEDM, Global Energy Distribution Matrix. It is based off of Gauss cannon designs, first prototyped in the late 20th century, although details regarding the inner workings of the tower area are closely guarded secret. The concept of using a Gauss cannon design to launch energy packets had not even been theorized prior to the discovery of the fracture, but the technology developed at a miraculous rate soon after. The phenomenal growth of this new tech has led to some speculation that the Argent Tower is actually based off of design discovered in the artifacts that were found dispersed around the site of the fracture. Also referred to as the Kadinga Sanctum, is a sprawling network of tunnels, catacombs and temples that connect the wasteland umbral plains to the Great Steppe. It is believed that this area serves as a place of worship and vilification, as both hero and enemy can be found buried in tombs throughout the region. The area is inhabited by all manner of demons, including the possessed, the unwilling, hell knights and other non-classified creatures. The Project Lazarus Manned Expedition, MTC 2145/128, uncovered one tomb of particular interest. The temple was adorned with powerful holding runes and unique relics. Despite the complete loss of human life on the expedition, the relics were successfully returned by scout bots to the Lazarus Labs for processing and study. Unfortunately, records disappeared after the relics were sent to the Lazarus Labs and they are now presumed lost. Construction of the Advanced Research Complex was completed in MTC 2136. This vast state-of-the-art research, design and production center uses cutting-edge technology and fabrication techniques to prototype everything from robotics to weaponry to subspace communication systems. The building's security, life support and day-to-day operations are almost entirely managed by Vega, the Argent Facility's in-house artificial intelligence mainframe. Due to the highly sensitive nature of the research being conducted at the Ark, the entire superstructure is essentially a Faraday cage to prevent any unauthorized communication beyond its walls. The Ark is the birthplace of several breakthrough study fields, including BFG development, teleportation research and cybernetic augmentation. This bastion of advanced thought attracts the brightest minds in the scientific community, and is considered humanity's brain trust. The Lazarus Labs is a subdivision of the Advanced Research Complex, and is only accessible at the highest clearance levels. Located deep underground to prevent infiltration, or exfiltration, the Lazarus Labs are home to the longest-serving and most dedicated UAC staff. Information regarding the Lazarus project is hard to come by as its members are highly secretive and well-disciplined. What is known is that any cross-dimensional anomalies, entities or artifacts are immediately sent to the Lazarus Labs for research, and are never seen again. However, promotion to the Lazarus project is considered a badge of honor among the UAC staff, despite not knowing exactly what their work will entail. After the disastrous Project Lazarus Manned Expedition, MTC 2145/128, it was decided to avoid Kadinga Sanctum until the environment was more conducive to human exploration. The second Project Lazarus Manned Expedition, MTC 2148/177, was changed to a new location, an area referred to as the Great Steppe. The Codex tablets describe this area in detail, through the Titan's realm and down to the Great Steppe where the trophies of victory are kept through the ages. Their false idols banished to a wasteland. Their towers fallen, their foundations ground to dust, Their hallowed halls kept empty as cruel reminders that civilizations shall fall before the ascension of the Great Ones. When the expedition of 2148 reached the Great Step, massive structures were found, unlike any other edifices yet seen in Hell. It is believed that these structures were native to this area, absorbed into Hell when the civilization was conquered. The construction bears resemblance to many known earthly architectural movements, and several unknown, potentially extraterrestrial, designs. Most of the structures appear to be religious or spiritual design, and have been corrupted to pay homage to the dark magic of Hell. Although the expedition ended in a total loss of human life, it was considered a resounding success not only for the vast amount of data recovered by the scout bots, but also for returning the petrified remains of a massive shadow lord believed to be an ancient Balga demon. The presence of such high-ranking demons in the necropolis suggests that the area holds some item of extreme importance, or vulnerability, to the demons. Current research suggests this may be the lost artifact known as the Crucible. However, no further expeditions to this area have been planned under explicit instruction from Olivia Pierce. The internal operating temperatures of Vega's plasma-based neural net are high, extremely high. Early tests of Vega's protoplasmic security showed temperatures exceeding 2 megakelvins, hotter than the surface of the Sun. To contain this level of heat, a massive supercooled structure needed to be built to house Vega's miles of security and millions of processing centers. The structure was built away from the Argent facility to ensure Vega's secrets remained safe from prying eyes. Access to the Vega polar core is strictly controlled. Vega's design is so complex that the study of its inner workings has been given its own field of study, Vega core physics. While some intelligence has been directly retrieved from Argent DNU, most of the details we have regarding this location have been extrapolated from decoded tablets and scriptures. Limited data from remote collection and information decrypted from the codex tablets suggests that this area is the corrupted ruins of a lost realm, a world that has been entirely conquered and absorbed into the Hell dimension. The battle that was fought to claim this area is of great significance, as the spread of Hell's dominion accelerated quickly upon absorption of the region. The Hell energy that emanates from this region passes through a dimensional tear, and appears on Mars at the Argent fracture. From the codex tablets, all falls before the command of Hell, for our power is absolute, our march to victory inevitable. Before our armies, even the elemental wraiths of Argent DNU were subjugated. In that great victory the Night Sentinels, protectors of the wraiths, were betrayed by one of their own, and the wretches wept as we devoured their world and took the well for our devices. None stand against us, for treachery resides in all things and we shall set it free.